All right, y'all. Welcome back to the show once again, man. We got another special guest right here. For the people, real quick, you want to introduce yourself to the people and know what's your name?
Yes, sir, man. Got your boy ReeceDaBeast. You know what I'm saying? 30 Baby Entertainment. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So yeah, man, we about to get into some history real quick. So to start off, do you want to explain like, cause you grew up in Oakland, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So what you grew up in like the 80s or the 90s?
Nah, I grew up in the
2000s?
in the 30s. In the
Oh no, yeah, like what year? Oh, yeah, no, what year? What year?
my boy. I'm born in '88. I'm an '88 baby. I live in the '80s, baby. You know what I'm saying? But I grew up in the '90s through the 2000s. You know what I'm saying? In Oakland, like for real. You know what I mean? But that far as music, early 2000s for sure.
Yeah. What do you mean though? Like as far as music, what differentiates? Oh, like I guess you got into music in the early 2000s, but you really,
It's around like I'll say around like 2002-ish, 2003.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
That part too. What hood in Oakland did you grow up in, or like what part of Oakland did you grow up in?
I grew up in the 30s in East Oakland. You know what I'm saying? And yeah. But I also had a family in the deep. You know what I'm saying? So like, like my grandmother stayed on 88 Hillside and shit like that. And then that's on my mama's side of the family. And then on my pop side of the family, you know what I'm saying? They kind of stayed closer to the Dub, Fruitville, this area. You know what I'm saying? So that's like my you know what I'm saying? That's like my area right there.
Okay.
So the 30s, you know what I'm saying? I said the top of the street. Yeah, School Street.
Yeah. So you did get like kind of the best of both worlds type shit, right? Like you were able to grow up in the deep east and the east at the same time type shit.
Well, shitty thing about that was my mom, you know how breakup go. Parents might go their separate ways and stuff. So, you know what I'm saying? I ended up with my pops. And you know, I didn't really grow up with my mom's side of the family. So my mom's side of the family, kind of in the deep, you know what I mean? So like but I still had cousins that I was still close with it. You know what I'm saying? Still close with shit like that. But it's just, like sometimes, this is how a breakup go when parents, everybody split and go their own ways. Yeah. Ain't no different from like when like the grandma or something passed.
So what I want to understand is like in the 90s, it was a different era. So what do you remember from the 90s, like growing up in the 90s in Oakland? What do you remember from that era that you kind of like reminisce on that things aren't the same nowadays type shit, like they move differently because it is. So like, well, yeah, what's your biggest memory just from growing up out there in the 90s in East Oakland?
I mean, I'm not gonna sit up here and make it seem like, it was this a peaceful place, but it was like it was reckless though. It was for sure reckless. It was reckless in the town, maybe. And maybe it's because of technology, how, you know, like back then, it used to be like 1,000 niggas on every corner. Like damn near like on every spot. You know what I'm saying? Niggas be outside for real. You know what I'm saying? Getting to it. You know what I'm saying? Back then. But nowadays, with all these cameras and shit, you see motherfuckers outside like that. Hell no. But you know what I mean? Like, motherfuckers still here, but you don't see them just posted on corners like that. Not like how it was back then though.
Yeah. Why do you think that is? Mainly just because like the technology that's been coming out or social media?
That and gentrification for sure. Uh, back in like the I would say around like 2010-ish, 2000 early. You know what I'm saying? It was hella easy for motherfuckers to get like a six, $700, $800 apartment in East Oakland or you know what I'm saying in the West or shit like that. Nowadays, them same apartments that was 1,000, 600, 800. Nowadays, that shit like the rip the damn near 10x. You feel me? The rent did what Bitcoin did, motherfucking in 2020. They done ran a lot of motherfuckers up out of the town like that. Like just on that alone, you feel me? So a lot of motherfuckers is, spread out in different cities in the Bay Area and shit like that. They done got pushed into Antioch and Stockton and, you know what I'm saying, Sac and all that other type of shit. And You know, that's probably why a lot of the politics is what it is. Like right now, as far as, you know, some street shit, I guess on street culture, you know, a lot of these cities clicked up, man. Oh, this all type of shit. You know what I mean? They got this side or that side, and shit. Motherfuckers don't even be knowing what the fucking shit about. That be what's crazy. It's like I be feeling like motherfuckers just pick sides just based on, you know what I'm saying? Like not even really even knowing what the fuck going on or nothing. You know, you gotta stay up on that shit. I'm 36 years old. I done been in prison. I done been in, you know what I'm saying? I ain't glorifying it or nothing, but I mean, I can't be that much of a bad guy. I ain't even got no bullet holes in me or no stab wounds in me or nothing. You know what I'm saying? And I done survived on main lines. I done been in them prisons when shit was going up. You know what I'm saying? And shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I don't want to brag on that shit, but I know where I've been and I know where I'm trying to go. You know what I'm saying? And I know I ain't going back to no motherfucking crit. That. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'd rather just bang it out with 5-0, just end it all right there. So it's gonna be like that. Cause I'm a 3-star candidate, bro. So it's like it's do or die, you feel me? So I'd rather just do. You know what I'm saying? But if I gotta die, then shit, shit, revolutionary suicide with this shit. Feel me? That's just what it is for me. I don't really like try to be, you know, negative or nothing like that. I just see the world for what it is, bro, and not what it was. You know what I'm saying?
Well, initially, when you first seen like the gentrification happening when you were like younger, back in like the 90s, early 2000s, I guess like around 2000, what was going through your mind? Were you expecting that to happen, or was that kind of unexpected, seeing like all the gentrification happening and Oakland just kind of changing?
Seeing it actually change, this is when I noticed it though, right? Because they always kind of talk about gentrification, like, you know, like what was in school and stuff, but you like, you don't understand what the fuck they don't teach you about. Granted, they started business in school, and that they teach you just a whole bunch of bullshit. But anyway, the gentrification, when I noticed it was when I went to prison. So I went to prison in 2018, right? In the same 2-bedroom apartment that I was paying, I think 1,200 for a 2-bedroom apartment on Harrison, on Grand and Harrison in downtown Oakland. That same spot when I came back on 5 years, 6 years later, you know what I'm saying, was 25. Damn near 3 vans. You feel me? So then I noticed it then. And then, like, when I came back home from prison and shit like that, I started, like, cause I told my parole officer straight up, look, I'm an artist, you know what I'm saying? I be needing to travel, artists and all that. So they kind of worked with me on that. You feel me? So I started hitting other states like Nevada, Arizona type shit. And I was seeing, I'm like, damn, I'm seeing how much they paying for a 2-bedroom, nice condo apartments type shit, like going to Bays, you know what I'm saying, seeing how much them apartments was. And it was like they paid what I was paid back 2010 right now before the Coliseum came, you know what I'm saying? But then when the Coliseum came, the Vegas,
Oh yeah, the Vegas cost.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. When the Raiders moved to Vegas, that's when the rents started going up out there. But they kind of catching up though with the Bay Area. They catching up, but they ain't there. They ain't there yet. Like you can go to Vegas right now and go open a business up and fucking have a nice apartment. You know what I'm saying? But for what they paying out here in the Bay, in Frisco and shit like that. Oh no, you ain't gonna be able to do that out here. You gotta re-station to another. You feel me?
Yeah, because it makes it towards, it's kind of like what's the point of opening some, or like moving out here to the Bay Area when you could just go to Vegas for cheaper type shit?
Right.
Well, why do you think people, I don't know, like, yeah, people still want to come to the Bay when it's more expensive type shit? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh,
there's more
you
opportunity.
know what it is, Shooter? All right. So all right. When I moved to Vegas, I was out there for like 4 years, right? And then you get homesick, cause there ain't no place like the Bay Area culture. You know what I'm saying? As far as, I mean, shit, just look at it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so Now, I will say this: the only place that remind me of kind of like the Bay Area in the hyphy movement, the hyphy era type of, you know what I'm saying, is Detroit. And that's why, like, you know what I'm saying, like I got that song Snap Dog, you know what I'm saying? I got a record with Snap Dog, area codes, you know what I'm saying, that I'm gonna make that motherfucker hit the charts this year. You know what I'm saying? That motherfucker finna be on billboards, you know what I'm saying, charts, all the shit. You know what I'm saying? So shit, you know, that motherfucker that song was a big record right there. But um that's why I feel like, you know, like I fuck with Detroit. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't been there all that many times or nothing like that. How I ended up Detroit and shit, you know what I'm saying? I was basically driving trucks out of state. You know what I'm saying? Body trucks. And we're gonna get into that because now I only, you know, kind of like get an artist, a younger artist, and gang on you know, how they can make money without, you know, cause like in music, you ain't finna just come in and just, I mean, you know what I'm saying? You got motherfuckers who been doing this shit for years. Ain't really, you feel me, making the type of money they need to make. But at the same time, businesses that you just start, like, you know, transportation and all that type of stuff, you know, box trucking is definitely one that I would go for the youngsters, especially if you already beating the road up. You know what I'm saying? You already getting on the road. You know what I'm saying? Shit, why not make a few $1,000 every city and state you go to? You know what I'm saying? Just picking up, dropping off bows. I mean, shit.
What is so yeah, for the people that don't know, because honestly, I'm not even really familiar with it like that. But what is, I guess you could say, like box trucking or
Yeah, box truck.
yeah, when
All right, so box trucking, that's 26-foot box trucks. They also got 16-foot box trucks, 20-foot box trucks. You know what I'm saying? It's
is it like a U-Haul? Like
it's not like a U-Haul because U-Hauls don't have a lift gate on it. So that's the difference. So when you get a box truck from like Penske or Ryder or Budget or Enterprise or something like that, they're gonna come with a lift gate. You know what I'm saying? The lift gate is for when you back up to the docks, like back up to the dock at a warehouse. You know what I'm saying? Your lift gate is dock height. You know what I'm saying? So you put your load on there straight from there. If you get a truck from you all, you don't got that lift gate on it. So it's a little bit lower. So that gonna get on your truck. You know what I'm saying? That's why, like for them type of loads, they want you to have a 26-foot box truck with a lift gate and dock height usually. You know what I'm saying? So that's the shit that, you know, need to knows like when you're going into business and stuff like that. But you could also rent trucks or at least, you know what I'm saying? So you know.
so if someone's watching this right now and like, oh shit, I actually might want to get into that. What would be the first steps if you got no experience or you don't know how to get into that realm and like start driving box trucks?
So what you need to do first is start an LLC. And you can do that by going to the Secretary of State biz file, California. And yeah, go on Secretary of State, register your LLC first, make a name for it. Then find out, run the name on the website and see if the name is took. The name not took, then you just be file all the other paperwork. You know what I'm saying? Like it contact information, address, like you know what I'm saying, phone number, all that type of stuff. And just file your business online like that. So you get your LLC like that, then you go on the IRS and go get an EIN number. You submit the EIN number, you go get it done in Bear Street number, and then go open a bank account. And depending on whatever type of, you know, situation or funding is, you know, some people will get direct deposit straight to their business account. So you do that, then you know your business is probable to get 5 to 10 times more than what you would be able to get on a loan on a personal side. You know what I'm saying? So on a personal, you might have a 750 credit score with nothing on your credit. You know what I'm saying? You might go to the bank thinking like, you know what I'm saying, you going to go get this and that. And they like, man, you ain't got no credit history. So that's why you get that business and then put everything into your business, everything, all your money that you're making, You know what I'm saying? Run that through your business. You know what I'm saying? You be all right.
Yeah. A lot of artists don't be knowing. So like for the artists too that don't be knowing about the LLCs, why is it important to get an LLC as an up and coming artist that's trying to make it?
It's just important to operate as a business, even if you don't have a business that you necessarily know, you know, because a lot of people just they know they want to start a business, but they don't know what they want to do. So a person in that type of situation, or to say you might not have the money for the truck, so you like, man, I'm waiting to get this money, and you know what I'm saying? Okay, well, while you waiting, start the LLC, get the EIN number, open that business account. You know what I'm saying? Now let's get this thing in motion.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like we ain't wait. We gonna go just go do it. You feel me? That's it.
And it's really not that hard. Like you just gotta go, make some phone calls. If you have to go.
Whatever you don't know nowadays, you can go on YouTube University. You know what I'm saying? And ask YouTube, hey, man, I'm trying to whatever type of business. I'm gonna open a construction company. How you go about opening a construction company? What I gotta do? Okay, take a contractor license class. Go get your contractor license. You know what I'm saying? Get that bar. Okay, boom. You know what I'm saying? These is all the things that I'm attaching to the LLC to make me be able to operate like that. You feel me? Or be able to go get that type of loan for that whatever I was trying to go get. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to go get it a tractor trailer, or you know what I'm saying, for my trucking business, or I'm trying to go, you know what I'm saying, get some type of commercial real estate. I don't know. I don't know, whatever. I don't know. It's all type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? I mean, shit, I even get mixed up on shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even trying to make it seem like I got it all together, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, you know what direction you're pushing in. So let's keep it pushing.
Yeah.
Them.
And now we even got like AI and shit. It's even easier to
Man, it's even easier than ever now. AI put it all together.
But okay, so yeah, let's talk about how you got into making music too. So like, what was it that made you be like, okay, I wanna get into music. I wanna get into that.
Well, I always kind of knew I was on, you know what I mean, be doing music. I don't know, like, you know, like from when I was youngster, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. But my biggest musical influences were like, Tupac Stewart. And a lot of people don't know why, you know what I'm saying, but I'm the real, you know what I'm saying, it's like, all right, back in the 90s, Tupac and Richie Rich and all these big name artists, E40s, you know what I'm saying, Drew House, you know what I'm saying, who else, Nipsey Hammers, all these guys used to perform at Diamond Park. You feel? So that's why,
Yeah, and he's still
yeah, he's stoked. And my grandmother stayed 3 doors down from Diamond Park. You see what I'm saying? So like it was always like I was connected with that park coming up. You know what I'm saying? Like just by my grandmother being three houses down, always at that park when I was young. You know what I'm saying? So shit. You know, when the Trunk Boiz shot with Seiji Loda.
yeah, but they did it at that park, yeah.
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 They did the cupcake remix at the Diamond Park. So once I found that, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm popping up on that.
Yeah.
I'm popping high. And then my grandmother passed in 2021. So you know I'm popping up on that. You know what I mean? We shit. So you know that was, and then after that, shit, I was like, man, let me start popping these videos and shit out the you know what I'm saying? I got them in the cloud, you know what I'm saying? Shit in the hard drive and
Videos? Like videos of back
videos, songs, you know what I'm saying?
is the videos?
Yeah, it's just songs I've been collecting since I've been on and shit like that. Some of them I released, some of them need to be re-released and repackaged, you know what I'm saying? And shit like that. But yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting because I feel like that's a part of. Because honestly, I didn't even know about that. I feel like that's just the fact that like the hella rappers used to perform at Diamond Park. I didn't even know that. I think that's a part of history right there.
Nah, sure.
Yeah, so that pretty much like seeing them perform like E40s back in the day when they were like a little bit younger. Seeing them, I was like, oh yeah, it's just dope.
Yeah, I was like, shit. At that age, I probably was like 5, 6. Cause this was probably like, I wanna say 93. So if it was 93, I was for sure 5, cause I'm born in 88. See what I'm saying? So 92 was maybe even as young as 4.
And so E40 was probably like we're like late 20s, damn near.
I don't know, but I will tell you this. This is something I do know for a fact. Billy Z and E40 used to record at a studio right up the hill from our grandmother's house. You know what I'm saying? By Dimond Park. You know what I'm saying? And I always knew that coming up in the 90s and shit. I for sure knew that. But the concerts that they had at Dimond Park and shit like that, I was around for them. And you feel me? So I don't know how many young niggas my age or even older can even say that. You was at concerts with Too Short, Tupac. I mean, Tupac is a legendary, you know what I'm saying?
Man.
Like, if they put a top 100 list together and the Wook'n says it, the West Coast list, a Bay Area list, a NorCal list, I'm gonna put Tupac as number 1 on all the motherfucking lists. You know what I'm saying? That's big. And then also the Tupac sign that they got in Oakland, they just put that up November 3rd, 2023. My birthday, November 3rd. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? Like, I got, you know what I mean? Shit, I got ties with this shit, man. That's how I feel about it. Yeah, I know another motherfucker out there, they probably gonna hear this and say, oh, make that key. All right, that's all right. That's fine, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's very fine. But you asked me a question on my musical, you know what I'm saying, influences and aspirations, and I'm telling Tupac. You feel me? Now some other good lyricists, I would say it's Erykah Badu, Lil Boosie. You know what I'm saying? Like motherfuckers, they got that painful soul music. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you hear certain lyrics, and it just be like, damn, you know what I mean? Like that shit hit you, some shit. So it ain't all just, it be opportunity got, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. But what led you to actually recording in the studio? Was it a certain was it like a family member or people around you? Like, all right, let me put you in the studio real quick. And also I want to touch on your name too. Like, how'd you get that name as you rapping?
All right. So I started off with the Trunk Boiz. Feel me? That's my history on, the first time I was ever in the studio or, started making beats or and all that. I learned, you know what I'm saying? I can't go with the Trunk Boiz. I got my name, ReeceDaBeast, from playing for the Oakland Dynamites. I was a hell of a I wasn't the most like running backish type of football player.
Wait, Oakland Dynamics? What's that?
Yeah, Oakland Dynamites. That's like the most popular football team in Oakland.
Oh, for high school or college?
No, that was like Pop Warner. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You eating up in the high school shit, man. You know what I mean? But like Oakland Dynamites got real Oakland history too. You know what I'm saying? Like our biggest rivals were like Richard Steelers, Vallejo Generals, even Grant Chargers. You know what I'm saying? We used to smash all them boys. You know what I'm saying? But Richmond got us though one time. Richmond for sure got us. They're a little rough shit. I ain't gonna lie.
Man, also what position did you play?
I played safety and DN in high school and shit, but like on the Dynamites, I just played DN. Mm-hmm. I was a hell of a tackler, man. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's how I got the name ReeceDaBeast. Yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah, that definitely sounds like a football name.
Well, so and then my earlier history with the Trunk Boiz started around 2004. Was in Fremont High. We went to Fremont High, and that's where a lot of my popularity came from. I feel like between the Oakland Dynamites and playing football at Fremont High. Whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you met them in high school. You met the Trunk Boiz in high school.
Me and Artie, bro, I've been knowing Artie. Shit, just something before that, though. So Artie both in the Trunk Boiz artists. I've been knowing them since we went to like Calvin Simmons, I want to say.
Yeah. Wait, cause I know Janky and Father Hefe with him. Or Aribo. That's Aribo's Hefe.
No, Artie Bows, okay, so all right. let me go back a little bit. So I do know more than two Trunk Boiz, right?
Man, I honestly I thought it was just them two, and then when I seen you, I was like, okay, it was three of them. Or
Okay, but I'm not third one though. Already third one.
see, yeah, I need to do my history on that. Do my
Yeah,
on that card.
it's some history to it. Uh, but yeah, we could just the people like of today, or that's just probably just now getting on to the Trump boys. Probably other thing is too, but it was way more than us.
Okay, because yeah, I met them. Yeah, I got locked in with them. I actually did an interview with them, but it hasn't came out yet.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, shit, they're cool people. It was what's his name? Janky is the one that I be talking to the most. But yeah, when I met them, it was just him and Hefe.
Yeah, no, so like right now, like that's what y'all go see when they doing shows and shit like that. That's what you gonna see. You gonna see Fam and Jack for sure. But as far as the history of the Trump boys goes is concerned, that's not the only two Trump boys. And we can just I ain't that ain't no diss, that ain't no cat. You know what I'm saying? So, but I probably kind of branched away from them. Maybe when I came home from prison, shit was like different. What I mean, and then like, one of the follow-up song, the Cupcake No Feeling, which was Don't Act Like the Bitch. I feel like that the song we all know, you know. So sure you 40 Kings, 50 Cent on the remix.
Yeah,
So that but I don't really speak on that because I was in jail. But speaking from somebody who was in jail, hearing like you originally know for a fact this your nigga song. You know what I'm saying? Because you already know what's going on. Feel me? So see, when you in jail and then you hear it on the radio and it's like, and then it's like, damn, well, sick. You know what I mean? Like you I ain't gonna lie, you do feel a type of way about you, but this ain't the business of being in your feelings.
right.
You know what I'm saying? This is the business of learning from your mistakes and learning, you know what I mean? Learning how to kind of like some shit you gotta like look as a learning lesson more than a loss. You feel me? And I think you learn that from just going to prison in general. Like you learn it from you learn from mistakes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So this is all part of the journey. You know what I mean? So that song right there, in my opinion, yeah, that should have been followed song the Cupcake No Feeling. Just like how, let me give for example, and this ain't no shade to this artist, I'm finna say. This all love. This artist all town with it. You know what I'm saying? Just give me a click. When D-Lo dropped No Ho, and then he had to follow up. Well, for one, he had sleeping on him what he told up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the Diz Nation, the town, you know what I mean? Like the Oakland did the town ad, everybody dropping on town business, PTV, Livewire, labels like that. You feel me? Back in them days. You feel me? So they kind of had a little machine behind that shit. You know what I'm saying? And I always respect it's town business. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, make the motherfucking super look great, man. You know what I mean? I don't care who do. You feel me? But just following up on that, the D-Lo No was following up with that you play me, you play, you feel me? And then he kind of had follow-ups, and then he ended up getting that big feature with the Tiger. You know, I was locked up for that. But when I heard about that, I'm looking at the video at Fire Camp. You feel me? I'm following up on what's going on the street. I'm in Fire Camp. You know what I'm saying? On the cell phone, like, who's had it? You know what I'm saying? Like, you feel me? I'm seeing everything. So I'm like, damn, salute. You know what I'm saying? Then as far as on some shit like that, I mean, I could even go back and forth to say a lot of it, the catalog of town representation that we had in prison was through LiveWire. You feel me? You could buy all LiveWire music, nigga, in the prison catalogs, Access catalogs, you know what I'm saying? Walker-Hurst catalogs, shit, to name them. I forgot some of them. You know what I'm saying? It's been a minute since I ain't been in the pen since 2015, bro. I've been, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, I don't glorify that shit, bro. I'm just saying, this collectively, I could remember going through these books and buying nigga shit, putting nigga shit on certain mixtape. That's when I found out Messy Marvin had the biggest catalog nigga in California history. I'm like, God damn, this nigga got like 300 albums in access, bro. I didn't know Messy Marvin had that much music. And then, you know, I'm looking at certain artists, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, damn, rapper, you see, like, okay, that's when you know who got catalog. You know what I'm saying? When you go look in the Walker-Hurst Access catalogs, you see who put out about music. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
Especially because back then it only was more limited too, so there was probably just like a few like mainstream artists, and then you would see like, oh shit.
and then a lot of times when you're in prison and you all in these different places, they send a nigga to Delano and Pelican Bay, and you know what I'm saying? You want to represent home, you know what I'm saying? So when you go hit the yard, you know what I'm saying? You want to listen to, hey man, look, hey, you know, the LA niggas, they want to hear what's going on in the NorCal. So you want to play like Jay Stalin and all these motherfuckers, like Livewire, all the whole shit. So that was back then for sure. And honestly, I say back then, I feel like that was who was, as far as like the label pushing in like on some cash money, no limit type shit. That was who was doing. Yeah, feel me? And that was just hard facts. And then it turned into FOD, cause obviously Phil went, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? So seeing that and being a part of that era, cause like even the Hooker Boy video, that's why my first video that I shot on 510 day, cause I shot 4 videos on 510 day, or on that weekend, and area code. You know what I'm saying? I did a mic drop and had Hooker Boy do the mic drop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you worked with Hooker Boy back in the day? Yeah, 'cause I did see.
I never really got no, all right, so back then it was like we was around Hooker Boy and Act Up and all the groups they had with them. Kind of like Hooker Boy was setting up all our shows at like UGMX in San Jose, Pinkies and we was doing a lot of shows with Livewire back then. Feel me? With Filthy Rich at UGMX, all them niggas was doing shows, them niggas back in '08. I'm not lying. You feel me?
Man.
Matter of fact, we can even go back to '06 when JT the Bigger Figure put the mandatory hype tour together with Snoop Dogg.
Wait, what was that? Yeah, I don't.
Oh yeah, so see, you know, well, shout out to JT. You know what I'm saying? That's a iconic hip hop legend. I feel like from the Bay Area. You know what I'm saying? That probably don't get the press that I feel like you should.
Man.
But that he's definitely a pioneer, and motherfuckers can't be lying. You know what I'm saying? And this is an East Oakland nigga telling you this, and I'm telling you, Mr. JT, the Bigger Figure, nigga used to be all on the East, bro. I used to see him all the time, bro. So you know he put us on some of our first tours, like the mandatory hike too. I think they was tied. They were like Go There magazine or some shit like that. I'm not too sure. I can't really say who tied who. I don't really, you know what I mean? I don't get off and all that. But I remember we was a show on that tour, and then that was the fall of 2006. But by being on that tour with JT, that kind of, even when you look at Cupcake No Feeling video, you can go back look at the video. You see me, Artie, we on the lakes, slapping hands with JT. JT at the end of the video.
Oh yeah, I didn't peep that.
Yeah, nah, he right there with us. Oh God. So you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's why a lot of then you know I fuck with Fats Eddie, Filmo. You know what I'm saying? The Done Deal Digital. You you know, they out there popping.
Was Done Deal Digital? Was that was like a distribution company?
That was like that's the distribution. Well, like they got ties with San Quinn and Mess and all them. You know what I'm saying? And Fat Eddie. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot of music over here from that side. I would say. I actually had a project that I was supposed to drop on Done Deal Digital back in 2017, but it didn't drop. But I did go over and do like 12, 13 songs. You know, got some good. You know what I'm saying? Where, hey, Done Deal, man, that take that, man. You know, hey,
Yeah, we gonna
I need that take. Yeah, drop that take, hey, your boy.
everyone tag San Quinn.
But no, that's all good though. Man.
So I was gonna ask what I forget you said what years were you locked up from? From what year to what year?
Uh, 2010 and 2015.
Okay, so while you were locked up, what's the biggest thing that you've learned from being locked up and just yeah, because that's like a good 5 years. So that, yeah, it's a cool amount of time.
Biggest thing I learned, man, whole system is fucked up and corrupt, bruh. Them motherfuckers making $400-500 a day off. You know what I'm saying? California got the biggest prison population, so we don't even matter for something right here. So if I just told you they making $500 a day on each bump, on each bed,
That's me.
right? And then it's 100,000 inmates in there. That's 500 times 100,000 a day. That's just on what the government made on the bed. We ain't talking about canteen. We ain't talking about lawyers. We ain't talking about, you know what I'm saying? Like, this shit just get deep. You know what I'm saying? So, the motherfuckers who really winning out the street shit ain't us. You know what I'm saying? So, nah, man. When I was in prison, that's, you know, that's when you begin to rethink some of the you was probably thinking or thought you was thinking, you know what I'm saying? You know, when you was free. And then that's part of correction is self-correction. And sometimes looking in the mirror and saying, you know what? I'm gonna f up right now. Well, I'm about to get back on my shit. You know what I'm saying? I know I need to get on my shit. But some people are afraid to look in the mirror though. You know what I'm saying? And it's all right, bro. You know what I'm saying? We fun up. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't saying that just want to be a fuck up is the way. I don't want to bring nobody down that did bump their head and learn from that shit and kind of like move on. You know what I'm saying? But it might be some people that's still there. They might not be ready. You know what I'm saying? Let that shit go like that, and that's all right too. Let them do that. Cause they gonna learn. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Everybody gonna learn and be on their own playing field at their own time. Cause God gonna work with you. I guess the best thing is just not giving up and keep going and being able to have a vision for what you think.
Yeah. All right, so I want to touch on this too because you said yeah, God gonna work with you. How are you able to understand that God is, he's present in our lives and he's gonna, work with us?
I don't believe in another man being God. I feel like God is within you.
Hmm.
Just by you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? The spirit of God. But I also feel like, you know what I'm saying? You know, man, I mean, shit, this demons out here, motherfuckers fighting demons too. Oh, yeah. Feel me? I'm fighting them every day.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, just because I'm a God and I know that. You know what I'm saying? I'm fighting demons. So,
Yeah. Also, I wanted to touch on like I feel like yeah, every 5 years is like a new era of like whatever rap or culture. So yeah, you were damn near like locked up for a whole era, but like once you got out, what was your whole mindset? Were you like, okay, I'm trying to get back into music. I'm trying to like keep doing music. How were you able to assimilate with life once you got out?
so when I first came back, I would say my first probably 5, 6 months, I ain't with music like that. I mean, now when I was in prison, I was writing songs every day. You know what I'm saying? So I for sure wrote like 300 plus songs when I was in prison. That's facts. But when I came home, I think the money part. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Damn, man. You trying to kind of like get back, you know what I'm saying, to you and shit like that. He figures it out and certain shit, you know what I'm saying? You trying to figure out your job and all that type of shit. So, like, you got a lot of transitioning to do, if you feel me, but do it.
Yeah. So you just did it pretty much.
Just do it.
Yeah.
Now, I'll say when you take like, all right, boom, man, I'm trying to fly straight. So right now I might not be on that hot shit like I normally be or I normally would, like, or a motherfucker know, like, oh, sure, he on, right, outside. Damn niggas be, you feel me? But right now I'm trying to fly straight, so I'm gonna do this. Cause I know that if I go back, you know what I'm saying, them people gonna try to keep a nigga for a minute, all this other type of goofy ass shit. You know what I'm saying? So shit. Sometimes I feel like you might lose some people, you know what I'm saying? Cause they gonna want you to be over here with them and do this and do that. You know what I'm saying? And you might be over here, he might be trying to steer in a whole nother direction. You know what I'm saying? God might have gave you some insight on some shit for a new business. You know what I'm saying? You might have a new idea that you could actually trademark and, you know what I'm saying, make something that's gonna last forever. Like, and what I mean by that is cause like you start a business, start a LLC, do all that trademark and shit. This is shit that's gonna be here 100 years from now. You know what I'm saying? The same way that motherfucking the pharaohs writing hieroglyphics in the goddamn in Egypt and shit. You know what I'm saying? We doing the same shit with the music, except we just, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We leaving our notes. We leaving our, you know what I'm saying? We writing our writings on the walls. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we do. You know what I mean? There ain't no secret with this shit. Like, and as far as music is concerned, but you gonna hear a lot of people trying to be like Lil Wayne and Jay-Z, but you're not Lil Wayne and Jay-Z. Everybody can't just go in there and just go freestyle something off the head like that. Nigga, we writing this, we writing our shit. You know what I'm saying? We articulating our music and we saying what we want to say the right way. We writing our shit and we getting our, you know what I'm saying? We getting our hands for that. You know what I'm saying? So shit, that's how we doing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Writing spells and cursing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hell yeah. Cause yeah, eventually you decided to start your or I guess I don't know how long you've been having the company for, but your label, you started to get into like running a label.
Yeah.
And what
So
so
I
what's that?
started 30 Baby Entertainment. All right. Yeah, I know y'all see the
Yeah,
shirt.
yeah, you guys
You
see
know,
that.
and
What's up with the logo? Where'd you come with the logo idea? The whole idea.
and be honest with you, man, I told them motherfuckers, man, make my shit like Malcolm X. You know what I'm saying? That's why I got ENT and red. You feel me? Make my shit like Malcolm. You know what I mean? Now when y'all seen Malcolm X, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't no, you know what I mean? He was out here waving guns at nobody, but he was a, you know what I'm saying, brother that went to prison and you know what I mean? I felt like all the revolutionaries that I looked up to, you know what I'm saying, Malcolm and UEP Newton and all them, like, you know what I'm saying, I kind of, you know what I mean? Like, you know, like, damn, these are my favorite revolutionaries. So when I went to prison, and I started reading up on like different great black people, like shit, Martin Luther King and Booker T. Washington and all these kind of guys, you know what I'm saying? You kind of like, you find your favorite revolutionary stories. And I feel like I resonated with like Malcolm and you know what I'm saying, on they type of shit that they was on.
Yeah. Why would you say that? What made you resonate with their stories?
Well, Malcolm X, I feel like cause shit, red went down on some slick shit. You know what I mean? Like, so it was like, yeah, man, Red went down and found redemption in prison and shit. You know what I'm saying? And no matter how people look at it, like the violent activist or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I didn't see him wave no guns at nobody, you know what I'm saying? Shit, the man stood on business stuff. You know what I'm saying? He died like a soul. So shit, fuck. He died on what he stood on. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't die, fuck, stand up what you want. You know what I'm saying? That's what I feel like. That's why I wear my shit on my shirt. Feel me? I wear my shit on my shirt.
What's the goal with the whole label? Like, what are you trying to accomplish? What's your end goal?
Man, be honest with you, man. I wanna pull a lot of these youngsters about the trenches, man. You know what I'm saying? And just show them some different shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been a football coach. You know what I'm saying? For like, you know what I mean? For some years, and I've had a couple players. You know what I'm saying? Pass. You know what I'm saying? Tragically. You know what I mean? So I always like kind of resonated with the youngsters. You know what I'm saying? On some shit. And then I'm an older brother. I'm an uncle. You know what I'm saying? I'm a pops. I'm a dad. I have daughters. I have nieces. You know what I'm saying? Nephews, aunties, uncles. You know what I'm saying? Mamas, sisters, cousins, brothers. You know what I'm saying? So, that connection that I got with the YN. So yeah, you know what I'm saying. I'm always feel tied with them. And then when I came back from prison, I feel like they is what brought me back. You know what I mean? That's how I had got my get back. Yes. You know what I'm saying? Cause like my little brother, I asked him, I'm like, bruh, what type of? Cause like he was telling me back in 2015 to start linking up with the Peasies and the Pablo Skywalkers and all that. So I ended up bumping into Pablo maybe in like 2016 at the Coliseum. It was a West Coast concert they had there. And they had like all the OGs there, and I ended up bumping into Pablo.
That's when Pablo was really booming out here.
Yeah.
He's doing that. Yeah.
So that was my first time running into him. But then I ended up getting the first from Pablo in 2022 when I got the Snap Dogg record in. You feel me? And then that was when Snap Dogg had just dropped 6 Rings. So you know what I'm saying? That was a pivotal time where I like kind of got in on some shit. You know what I'm saying? And I ended up getting them songs. Man, shit, and I feel like that was monumental for my career. You were just getting a verse from them too. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So shit. But there's more work to be done. It's always work to be done. It's never over. You know what I'm saying? Even if you get them big achievements and billboards and fucking records and plaques on the wall, we still got work.
Hey, always
Still got a message. We still gotta, you know what I'm saying? That's why I'm trying to win this Global Citizen Festival tour. You know what I'm saying? So I can go pop out, you know what I'm saying, on some shit. Like, cause if you read their whole cause, like for the Global Citizens Tour, that's to like kind of like in you know, poverty worldwide, the pride poverty worldwide. So the mission on that, you know what I mean, is to kind of do something that's I feel like is global. I mean, it's poverty going on out here. I mean, look at all this trash they got on certain streets. You know what I'm saying? You can just see. It's like, damn, man, you know what I'm saying? They got this shit fucked up, man. We gotta get this shit together.
fact.
You know what I'm saying? So even if that ain't what they gonna do with the money or whatever, just by it being a cause like that, when you wanna kinda try to turn some shit around in your life, kinda like get a part of agencies like that. Like I remember back in like the early 2000s, we had the Silence the Violence movement. And I think it's like Urban Peace or something like that. And they put a lot of this shit together too. You know what I'm saying? But like groups like that and like them ones that kind of like serve the humanitarian purpose, kind of like try to do some little donation. I did used to go to church because my granny used to make us go to church when we was younger. Even I used to hate that shit. I'm gonna be honest. You know what I'm saying? One thing I did kind of like at church, all right, boom, the 10% they put in the collection plate or whatever. I'm like, man, I ain't giving the motherfucking church that shit, man. Y'all know goddamn well, you know what I'm saying? Them people is not giving that money to God. Them people is spending that money on how they gonna fucking live. But that ain't for me to tell y'all. You feel me? I'm just saying that's how I feel like. You know what I'm saying? So if you gonna put 10% into something, or put something into something, or give back to something, Why not let it be a cause? You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, like a cause for that. All right, boy, and him poverty worldwide on some shit like that. Hell yeah, I'm gonna throw a little chips into that for sure.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Hell yeah. All right. So and yeah, leading to this next question, what would you say is the biggest mistake that the younger artists are making nowadays that you see trying to come up in the Bay Area or Northern California on the West Coast?
Going to jail. But I'm not an artist to I can't I went to jail. So I can't tell another young artist coming up don't go to jail because this shit. I mean, if you living like that, it's coming with some consequence at some point, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? But man, bro, like EBK J Boy, bro, man, shit, bro.
I mean,
I ain't lie. Like if he could stay out of jail, bro, he could be a pretty big artist, bro.
yeah.
He could be putting on for the. I'm not just saying. I'm not just saying this on some shit like like I don't even know the brother and nothing like that. He could be a big artist though for California
Yeah, for sure.
for definitely for the West Coast, for sure.
Yeah.
And not even just putting him in a box like that. He could be a big artist worldwide. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Because realistically, he damn near is like the biggest artist in California for like the youth right now listening. But just that fact that he just be so in and out of jail, it just
Man, stay
it's
out
so
that
much for
motherfucker,
him.
bro. Cause
I guess
hey, man, if you gonna do this shit, bro, man, fuck, bro. I gotta just say this, bro. At least keep some niggas that's gonna around you, bro. That's gonna keep putting your music out. You gonna go to jail? Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? If y'all thudding like that, to where you don't give a fuck about this shit, bro. At least keep niggas with you, bro. That's gonna keep putting your music out, bro. And that ain't gonna shade your shit, try to sweep you under the rug and do all that other fake ass shit. You know what I'm saying? Like you never exist, bro. Keep niggas with you, bro. That's gonna keep dropping your shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Family or her. I don't know. Somebody gotta be with you, bro, to just keep on dropping your music, bro. And you know what I'm saying? But stay out that motherfucker, bro. That shit ain't nothing for you, bro. That shit ain't nothing for no nigga, bro. I wouldn't even wish that on my ops. I don't got no ops.
do you feel like everything's super like political in the streets and shit? Do you feel like that's something that's kind of holding back the NorCal scene, or is there a way to
Hell
pass
yeah.
that?
Hell yeah. That I ain't gonna say it's all that though, too though. I mean, that's holding the NorCal and California scene back just in general. Motherfucking like, bruh, I'm gonna be honest, bruh. Like some of y'all older rappers, bruh. Like, man, bruh, it's like we love y'all. We know y'all legends. But let the YNs kind of like, man, especially when you see a motherfucker crashing out or, they be needed the most, bruh. They probably going through some shit. Like, man, bruh, let these young niggas like pass the torch, bruh. Pass the torch, bruh. It's the Olympic thing to do. You know what I'm saying? What kind of Olympian motherfucking keep the torch, bruh? Every motherfucking Olympian gotta pass the torch, bruh. At some point, bruh. It's called the international motherfucking humane thing to do. Pass the motherfucking torch. Even for me, bruh. When it comes time for me to, all right, bruh. Reece, you getting kind of old with this shit. It's time to start picking up these young niggas and putting these niggas on a platform and letting them rap. Kind of sit back. You know what I mean? Like when it's that time, bruh. Pass the motherfucking torch. And that go for anybody, myself included, when I get there. You know what I'm saying?
And there's ways to pass the torch too. Like you could still be in the industry but pass the torch. Like you could like you're
But
doing
passing the torch is a big blessing.
Yeah.
Passing the torch is a big blessing. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, thanks. So yeah, let's talk about today's times before we wrap it up too. Like what are you working on nowadays?
Man,
What's the
I got new music. I got new music coming with new record with Snap. I'm trying to put together. You know what I'm saying? And I kind of got I got a surprise for y'all. But yeah, it's a big Bay Area sample. You know what I'm saying? That I'm definitely because I got love for the Bay. Especially, you know what I'm saying? I don't wanna just make it seem like it's all bad. You know what I'm saying? That ain't all bad. Yeah, so yeah,
They made you.
I got love for the Bay. You know what I'm saying? So this next one, kind of like a follow-up song, the Area Code. On a banging ass sample that I know y'all don't fuck with. I know y'all don't fuck with.
Yeah. Shit. All right. When's that coming out? It's coming out sooner, or we gotta wait a little bit?
So we got the Slapwood festival coming up in Detroit on the 19th of this month.
Wait, what's that?
The Slapwood Festival. It's a big concert where they got they got a distribution company out there called Crowd Freak, and they partner with Slapwoods and Backwoods. So they kind of like got a little tour festival that they putting on. But T Grizzly gonna be headline now. So I'm trying to get on that show right there. And I also got that Global Citizens coming up, and I'm in this competition to win that. You know what I mean? And right now I'm in second place, so you know I'm trying to keep that top spot. You know what I mean? Kind of like and lock that in, cause if I lock that in, that's Rolling Stone article.
Okay, that show. Yeah.
You know, they got a big audience, like 75 million people or something like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
man, I'm gonna keep it real with you. So when I posted, because I posted one of my artists too that I fuck with, he was in that, and I posted him. But after I posted that, I held people messaging me like, "Hey, you know this shit's a scam." I was like, "What, for real?" So I looked into it, and I guess I'll show you the videos after this too. But I guess hella people were like calling them out because it's kind of like a pay to play type of thing. Like
it is.
yeah, like they say like, "Oh yeah, you're in second place, you're in third place," but you have to have the people pay to get those votes to win type shit. So
That's the first thing I thought when I seen.
yeah, so you know.
But I ain't. Hey, look. Here's the whole thing, bro. About the shit. It's just like this and anything else, bro. You know what I'm saying? When you trying to get out there, you're gonna pay to play, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna pay to play, bro. It's a fee in this shit, bro. It's a fee in everything that you gonna do. You know what I'm saying? And the more that you put it out there and make people interested in it, then that's when they gonna be like, hey, I like that. Man, let's book him. Let's hear more of that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So kind of like, you know what I'm saying? You gotta go through certain steps.
Yeah. Because I'm not saying that it is a scam, but I just seen people hit me up like, "Hey, watch out for this."
Because I'm like, cause their idea of it is like, oh, you could pay for folks. All right, so so the thing is, all right, like I said, we know what the cause of it is for, right? So boom, if you playing in the game, you playing in the game, right? Some shit. Labels pay for their artists to be on billboards, iTunes charts, all this big shit. And you as an independent artist, I mean, shit, I'm not gonna make it seem like, man, I'm just like, you know what I'm saying, just on all the charts and nothing like that. But if I'm an indie artist and I want to do this shit and I want to put myself in that type of motherfucking field, then and I got the money to do it, this is America, Jack. I'm gonna fucking do it,
man.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna fucking do it or die trying. You know what I'm saying? So if you think it's a scam, it's probably is. You know what I'm saying? My natural thought when I first seen it, I was like, if it ain't a scam, it's definitely some pay to play.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And guess what? I'm gonna fucking pay to play.
Man,
and at the end of the day, if the shit work, it work. If it don't, I mean, I guess that kind of like when the show what Larissa say, he said, I spent $1,500 at the show. Lost $1,500 at the door. What he say?
So I don't remember that. I gotta look it up. That sounds like some shit LaRussell was saying. Shallow Russell, but yeah, she said something like that. I know. But yeah, it's because honestly, like as long as they deliver, because yeah, the prices are cool. Like yeah, you're on Rolling Stone, you can perform. So it's only a scam if that's an empty promise. Nah, we're just kidding.
Like, all right, this is why I'm gonna be like, all right, it's a scam, right? Because right now I'm in the top 5, right? So when the competition is over, and right now I'm number 2, but later on this week I might be in that number 1 spot. When they start cutting them other 2 fine, because I think they gonna keep the top 3. You feel me? And then them other 2 cut or whatever, and then you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if it go through and they like, all right, boom, well these 3, you know what I'm saying? All right, this person supposed to win this person. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how they do. The person in the number 1 spot get 15 minutes to perform, 10 minutes to perform. It might be just like a slot. You know what I'm saying? They might have a whole other show. You know what I'm saying? You never know. They might have a big name artist. I seen the dude from football who was on Shark Tank.
Mark Cuban?
Brother, not Mark Cuban. You know the brother I'm talking about from Shark Tank, right?
He's a short.
I think I seen him before.
The one who had Fubu.
He had Fubu on? Huh?
No. The one who run Fubu.
Oh, he brought Fubu up there. I didn't see the episode, but I know exactly what you're talking about.
Wall dude.
He's bald. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
know.
Yeah. So he supposed to be tied with that shit. It's some motherfucking big names tied to that shit. So I'm kind of like, man, I'm willing to pay just to see what happens.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm willing to play just to see what happens. You know what I'm saying? You
Cool.
never know.
Yeah, you never know. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't play, then you would never know.
Man, that's a bar right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Do you want to let the people know what you have coming, what's on the way? Any last messages you want to say to the people too? Why should we tune in to your movement?
Man, it's 30 Baby Entertainment, and this is all about the, basically rebuild and restructure. You know what I mean? At 30 years old, you just still be at the height of your youth. At 35 years old, you just still be at the height of your youth. Why is everybody putting an age limit on how old you could be when you dropping your music? They say 35 is too old to be rapping. Well, guess what, bro? I'm 36 going on 37 in November. I'm still gonna be doing this. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't putting this shit down. You know what I'm saying? I got Nightmare on School Street. Y'all can go check out on all platforms. I got a plethora of singles that y'all can go check out. Sheep and Inu, 35 Millie, 11388. Y'all can go check out that birthday cake. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Now I got area codes being Snap Dog, and we got a new record coming real soon. What I'm saying? Yeah. So shit. Man, we're gonna be at the top of this shit. So you better tune in when you only $2.
And facts.